Hello, good morning and welcome to the Dutching channel. Today is Friday the 22nd of March 2024, approaching 9:30 in the morning, and we're going to do today's selections tips, if you like, from Newbury. And Newbury begins at 2 o'clock, and our first race has 6 going to post, but in this first race, you can see from there, it's a no bet, and the reason for this, we've got a horse called Montana. I'll click on its form and you will be able to see from this that even though it does have form, its last 3 races are in point-to-points, which don't tell us nothing. So that is a line drawn through that race, and we'll just move on to the second at Newbury. And the second there, the 2:30, where we've got 7 going to post. There's no non-runners at the moment. And we'll click into our spreadsheet and we can see our top selection here will be Atlanta Brave. Atlanta Brave. Well, we managed to pick quite a few favourites today, or second favourites at Lingfield. Let's see what we've got coming up at Newbury. So we'll move into the 2:30 here. You can see the over round at the moment is 102. So you need another 1% to come off that. And Atlanta Brave is currently trading as the joint favourite there, near enough, at 4.4. £22.73 stakes will return £100. And the second selection, Are You Wise to That? And that's currently trading at 4.7, and that means with that, and that's £21.28 to return £100, and we've now staked £44, so we've got £6 left, and this will go on a Buffalo Soldier, which happens to be one of 3 co-favourites nearly here. So 4.6. And we can have a maximum of £6 on that one. Stakes of £50 there. And on that last selection, a Buffalo Soldier, £6 times the stake on Matchbook there of the SP of 4.6 returns us 27. So roughly £27, just over half the money back if a Buffalo Soldier was to win. And we've got 2 running for us, Atlanta Brave and Are You Wise to That? One of those 2 will return us £100. So now we're going to come into the 3 o'clock, where we got 8 going to post here. Huffin and a Puffin. Hasn't seen a racecourse before, no form on it. So we draw a line through the 3 o'clock, so that's already 2 no bets at Newbury. But don't sort of get excited and jump up and down, because you don't need to bet in every race. I bet in enough races as it is, but you know, you need to draw a line at some of them. Perhaps you're a person that doesn't want to bet a horse that's odds on, maybe 4 or 6, you draw a line through that. So we've all got our own sort of quirks, I suppose. Now we're going to the 3:33. This is the Betfair Handicap Hurdle. 14 go to post, no non-runners as it stands. So this looks quite a competitive race. And our number 1 selection here is Take It Easy. So we'll go into Matchbook, into the 3:33. And you can see there that the over round figure is just changed there to 103, so still need a couple of % off that. And let's have a look for Take It Easy. That's currently trading on Matchbook at 16. And stakes of £6.25 will return us £100. Our second selection there is Imperial Saint, and that's currently trading at 7.4. So this would require stakes of £13.51 to return £100. Our third selection is Kamaxos, and Kamaxos is currently trading at 12.5, so this would require £8 stake to return £100. And Charlie My Boy would be our fourth selection, and Charlie My Boy is down the bottom there. You can see that that's trading at 180, and that would require stakes of 56 pence. You can only get sort of these sort of stakes on Matchbook and Smarkets. You won't get that on Betfair because I think they're £1 minimum. Then our fifth selection will be Doyen Quest. And Doyen Quest is currently second in the betting there at 5.4. So before we carry on with that, we'll see whether we got enough money, which we have. So Doyen Quest at 5.4 would require stakes of £18.52 to return £100. And that means now we've got £3.16 left. And our sixth selection is Royal Mogul. And Royal Mogul is 110 trading on Matchbook. So that would again be 91 pence, but you'd have to have £1 on that on Betfair. That leaves us £2.25 to stake. David's Well is our seventh selection. And they always seem to end up on the favourite. I don't know why it is, but so 5.1 is the SP there. And we can't do the 1961, so it will be £2.25. We'll delete all the rest of the selections. And we'll see that David's Well SP of 5.1 times £2.25, which is all we had left, would return us £11. As I say, it's always better than nothing. But we do have 6 runners for us here. There's only 14 in the field, and we've got 6 against it. We've got Take It Easy, Imperial Saint, Kamaxos, Charlie My Boy, Doyen Quest, and Royal Mogul. One of those 6 would return £100. So that's quite an interesting race, especially when you've got 6 running for you. Staying at Newbury and moving into the 408. 12 go to post here, and there are no non-runners currently. And our top selection is Hermino, I don't know how they pronounce it, just AA or AA or whatever they say. So we'll go into Matchbook again, into the 408. And Hermino AA is currently trading at 16, so this would require £6.25 stake to return 100. Then our second selection is Destroy the Evidence. And this is currently at the top of the betting, and this is 7. And the stakes there would require £14.29 to return £100. And our third selection, T for Free. And T for Free is pretty much right down the bottom there. That's currently trading on Matchbook at 25. £4 stake would return £100. The fourth selection, Carl Felipe. And Carl Felipe is currently trading at 15. So stakes of £6.67 would return £100. Our fifth selection is Guianyang. I'm sure it isn't pronounced anything like that. Butchered it, I think that's the right word. Gianyami, perhaps, but we'll have a look. And it's currently trading at 13.5 and would require stakes of £7.41 to return £100. Our sixth selection is Mount Fuji Park, and this is second favourite at 7.2, and that would require stakes of £13.89 to return £100. Let's see what we've staked so far. Ooh, just over the top. So we're going to have to go back to the top five there where we laid out £38.61, and we can only afford £11.39 on Mount Fuji Park. So the calculator out for that one, £11.39 would go on Mount Fuji Park times the SP at Matchbook at 7.2. That would return £82, so there would still be a half decent profit on that one. And then we've got Hermino AA, Destroy the Evidence, T for Free, Carl Felipe, and Gianyami. Sounds good. Gianyami. So those five there would be on a return of £100 if one of those five win. And as I say, Mount Fuji Park would return 82. Now we're going to go into the 443. 8 go to post here and no non-runners at present. We've gone for Captain Quint, and that's our top selection. So we'll go back into Matchbook and we'll see that Captain Quint is currently 7.4. This will return, well, it will return £100, but you want a stake of £13.51 to do that. Our second selection will be PJB, and PJB currently is the favourite at 3.7. Stakes of £27.03 will return you £100. We've now staked £40.54, leaving £9.46 to play with. And our third selection is Scene 1. Scene 1, this is currently 8.6. One thing I didn't show you here was the over round at 102. So that's coming down. And Scene 1, yeah, was 8.6. Would have required stakes of £11.63, but when we clicked on those first two, we've only got £9.46, so that will go on Scene 1. That will be the only three bets, £50 staked. Calculator out, £9.46 on Scene 1, times that by the Matchbook price of 8.6. That means we would have returns on Scene 1 at £81, and we'll have two running for us to return £100, and these would be Captain Quint and PJB. Now we're moving to the final race at Newbury. This is the 520, and we've got 10 going to post. Farmer's Gamble is a non-runner. And we'll go here. And Farmer's Gamble was actually my selection to finish last. So we'll take that out. We'll just put 10 in that green box there instead of 11. And that tells me this race should be worth, what, £3,882 to the winner. So our number one selection in the finale would be I'm a Star Man. Let's hope I can be by the end of the day. So back into Matchbook for the final race. I am a Star Man. Just quickly, again at the top here, the over round is a little bit high, this one. It's 105, so you need at least 3.5% to come off. So again, if you can do, bet on these races 5 to 10 minutes before the off, because everything will have plenty of money in the markets, and you won't have no problem getting on the price you want. So I'm a star man, currently 12.5 on Matchbook, and stakes of £8 will return £100. Our second selection is Ted's Friend, and Ted's Friend is pretty much down the bottom. This is trading at 28 currently. Requires stakes of 357 to return £100. And our third selection there is Republican. Republican is second favourite at the moment of odds of 4, and stakes of £25 would return £100. And our fourth selection is a definite getaway. This is currently 17 on Matchbook, and stakes of £5.88 would return £100. And so far we've laid out £42.45, so £7.55 left in the bank. The fifth selection is Haas Boy, and this is third favourite in at the moment, and that's currently trading at 9. So we can't have £11.11 on it, but we can have £7.55 on it. And that's our £50 stakes. And Haas Boy, £7.55 we can stake on it, and times that by 9, which is the SP, would give us still £67 back, so there'd still be a £17 profit in it, so it's not the end of the world. And our 4 that's running for us to return £100 would be I'm a Star Man, Ted's Friend, Republican, and a definite getaway. So I'm just going to do a recap at Newbury. The first race will be a no betting race. Race 2, the 2:30, we have 2 running for us. That's Atlanta Brave and Are You Wise to That? And the one that will bring us the rest of the money in will be a Buffalo Soldier. Then into the third race there, which was the 3 o'clock. Again, that's a no betting race for us. Then moving into the 3:33, we've got 6 running for us here. Take It Easy, Imperial Saint, Kamaxos, Charlie Boy, Doyen Quest, and Royal Mogul. And David's Well will bring us in the little bit that's left. Then the 4:08 at Newbury, Hermino, AA, or AA, but I'll find out later anyway. And Destroy the Evidence, T for Free, Carl Felipe, and Guignami. One of those 5 would return £100, and Mount Fuji Park would return the lesser amount. Then into the 4:43, this is the penultimate race at Newbury. Captain Quint and PJB would return £100 if one of those was to win, and Scene 1 would bring in the lesser amount. And the final race at Newbury, we've got 4 running for us here. I'm a Star Man, Ted's Friend, Republican, and a definite getaway. One of those 4 would return £100, and Haas Boy would return the lower amount. So again, if you're going to bet on any of this, give it till 5 or 10 minutes before the off. And otherwise, happy punting for the day.